Donald Trump is facing some serious troubles.
Got the letter on Sunday night, think of it. I don't think they've ever sent a letter on Sunday night.
As the investigation over the Capitol riots now turns to him. Some possible good news in Florida for the former president, as the judge in Trump's classified documents case signals trial date delays. South Florida is growing in excitement.
Lionel just decided, you know what, it's going to be the United States, it's going to be MLS.
As Messi starts his first day as an Inter Miami player. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Today is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Donald Trump is under threat of yet another possible indictment after receiving notice that he is a target in the Capitol riot investigations. Former President Donald Trump calls the target letter he got from Special Counsel Jack Smith a disgrace.
CNN's Paula Reed has the latest on this and a delay in Trump's classified documents case.
Former President Trump defiant and railing against Special Counsel Jack Smith during a Fox News town hall in Iowa Tuesday.
I got the letter on Sunday night, think of it. I don't think they've ever sent a letter on Sunday night. And they're in a rush because they want to interfere. It's interference with the election. It's election interference. Never been done like this in the history of our country, and it's a disgrace.
Trump fuming after announcing he had received a letter from the special counsel informing him that he is a target in the criminal investigation into efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Trump says he was given 4 days to report to the grand jury and indicated that he believes that means an arrest and indictment is imminent. His legal team has not formally responded, and sources tell CNN that they were caught off guard because they were not anticipating charges against the former president.
These are evil people, deranged. I call them deranged.
CNN has learned in recent months prosecutors have interviewed officials from all 7 2020 battleground states targeted by the former president and his allies in their efforts to overturn the election. Trump's allies on Capitol Hill rushing to his defense.
President Trump went up in the polls and was actually surpassing President Biden for re-election. So what do they do now? Weaponize government.
With the threat of yet another indictment looming, Trump's lawyers appeared in a South Florida courtroom Tuesday to discuss his indictment in the classified documents case, where he is facing 37 felony counts. Trump-appointed Judge Eileen Cannon signaling the Justice Department's desire to hold a trial in mid-December of this year may be too soon, given the highly sensitive nature of the case and the evidence that it's based on. She did not appear, though, willing to delay the trial indefinitely, saying she plans to rule, quote, promptly. A trial starting in 2024 could collide with the Republican presidential primary, where Trump is the current frontrunner. His rivals in the race now facing yet another round of questions in what could be yet another indictment.
I think it was shown how he was in the White House and didn't do anything while things were going on. He should have come out more forcefully, of course that. But to try to criminalize that, that's a different issue entirely.
In court yesterday, lawyers on both sides focused on Trump's status as a presidential candidate. The judge was only concerned with how long it would take the legal team to get ready.
Inter Miami is getting down to business as Lionel Messi hits the ground running on his first day of training for the club.
Soccer legend Lionel Messi attended his first official practice session with his new club, Inter Miami. This past weekend, Messi was unveiled by the club following his official signing as their number 10. The Argentine is expected to debut this Friday against Mexican team Cruz Azul in a Leagues Cup match on Friday, July 21st. Fans from all over the world excited to see what this means for the MLS and soccer in the United States.
And Lionel just decided, you know what? It's going to be the United States. It's going to be MLS. And I think this will continue this transformation process that will lead up to the World Cup in 2026. That, you know, the United States is a soccer nation. Major League Soccer is driving a lot of that momentum. Fans and global energy will now come look at what it is that we have here with this project. And you have Copa America coming here next year, the FIFA Club World Cup in 25, World Cup in 26. I mean, there's going to be enormous energy around our league, around the sport, and I think Lionel is going to be a big part of that.
Friday's game is a Leagues Cup game, but Messi's regular MLS debut is expected to be August 20th at Drive Pink Stadium.
Vacationers find no escape from the heat this summer. As CNN's Amy Kiley reports, record temperatures soar worldwide.
It's so hot in parts of the U.S. this week, Nevada's tackling extra road repairs.
When it's over 100 degrees, our street temps can be over 140. It makes the asphalt soft, and big heavy trucks can cause ruts in it.
This Phoenix doctor says his ER is trying to keep up with heat-related illnesses.
We'd probably use about 5 or 6 times that. Unfortunately, we're starting to run out of ice.
And this news camera overheated in Death Valley. In fairness, it's the literal hottest place on Earth, although some might say that about their own backyards today.
It's pretty unbearable unless you're in AC or near water. So I was like, we're going to the water.
Plenty of Americans are escaping their hometowns for summer vacation, but that doesn't mean they can escape the heat. Italy, France, China, and Japan have new temperature records from this week. Wildfires are burning on multiple continents, and Delta says a flight in Las Vegas didn't even make it off the tarmac Monday because at least one passenger was treated for heat-related discomfort.
There's ambulances outside the window. There's, multiple firemen. There was fire department came on. A bunch of them went to the back. The sanitary crew came to the back. People had thrown up. People had fainted, gone to the bathroom.
Health experts just suggest going someplace cool.
The most common mistake people make is trying to tough it out.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
A state of emergency for more than 1 million people this morning as a tropical storm approaches the U.S. But don't worry, South Florida, this one is nearly 5,000 miles away from us. Strong waves at the beach in Honolulu yesterday as Tropical Storm Calvin churns closer to Hawaii. The storm has 60-mile-per-hour winds and could drop 10 inches of rain. There could be flash flooding and mudslides.
An American soldier has been claimed for willingly crossing the South Korean border into North Korea. Travis King, a U.S. soldier stationed in South Korea, was seen crossing the demilitarized zone into North Korea on Tuesday. Government officials claim that King crossed the border willfully and without authorization, days before facing disciplinary action for assault.
Efforts are underway to help Hollywood actors and writers make ends meet while they go on strike. As the walkouts continue in Los Angeles, many WGA and SAG-AFTRA members are struggling to afford daily resources, including groceries. Yet food banks in the LA area, in addition to entertainment companies, are offering financial aid to strikers as long as these strikes continue to happen.
The Marlins are fighting for some glory as they go into Game 2 looking for a win away against the Cardinals.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Our officers are trained to get there as fast as possible, and we go to where the emergency is.
A summer pool party turns into a serious scare. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles, watching each other's backs,
And banding together.
we should still make an effort
We should still make an effort.
to get to know each other.
On a deeper level. Father.
Cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward. Come together
And discover
how accepting our differences can make us stronger.
Heroes in uniform save Summer as police run to the rescue at a pool party drowning.
Teleprompter went blank.
A heroic save was captured on camera as police saved the life of a 2-year-old boy.
This body cam footage shows the heroic rescue. The police say it was a family pool party where everyone was enjoying the weather and having a good time. But around 3:30 p.m., this 911 call was placed. The father pulls his lifeless 2-year-old son from the bottom of the pool. Without hesitation, the parents begin to administer CPR. Within minutes, you can see Sterling Heights police officer Sears arriving on the scene, rushing towards the child. Seeing the toddler's face blue as he struggles to breathe, Officer Sears picks the young boy up, flips him over, and gives back blows to help clear his airway.
And then the child starts crying loud cries, which is an awesome sign of, full lung capacity. But yeah, it is really, it's a tearjerker, it's emotional, and thank God the child made it.
I mean, just looking at the body cam footage, you can tell that the officer is not even thinking twice. It's like muscle memory for him.
When you get something so serious, our officers are trained to get there as fast as possible, and we go to where the emergency is. We go to where the bad guy is hurting people. We go to where the sick child is. There is no secondary thoughts. It's all training. It's the way you've trained before, whether it's first aid or CPR or active shooter training. Whatever that training is, that's what you have to rely on, because when the adrenaline kicks up, it's the training that kicks in, and Officer Sears did a phenomenal job.
I also asked Sterling Heights Police Chief Dale Dwajukowski how his officers responded before the Sterling Heights Fire Department, who later rushed the child to a hospital for further medical attention.
We have officers on the road every single day, anywhere between 10 and 16 officers on average, depending on the shift and the time of day. So we have officers usually within 1 mile of someone's house.
That was for Ross Javed reporting. As summer continues on, it is important to teach children and adults about pool safety and what to do in case a similar situation unfolds.
The Miami Marlins continue their losing streak, making yesterday's loss against the St. Louis Cardinals their 5th since coming back from All-Star Week. Marlins starter Edward Cabrera was dominant in his return from a 15-day recovery period from a shoulder injury, allowing 1 run and 2 hits in 5+ innings. Although Cabrera's performance kept them in the game for the regular 9 innings, the Fish let the game slip away in the 10th, allowing a 3-run homer. The final score was Marlins 2, Cardinals 5. The Marlins will face the Cardinals for the final game of the series today at 2:15 p.m. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I am Paloma Pimentel.
And I'm Tanya Jimenez. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.